This podcast is not affiliated with any Grand Lodge, and the ridiculous antics and opinions of the hosts and guests are their own. Should be dismissed immediately.
Welcome to Studio 357 Masonic Podcast.
God, I missed you guys. It's been a long time.
Yeah.
If you are watching or listening to this, the world is ending. And we are on vacation. Because this is pre-recorded. This is like our first one that we're recording just to put in the back pocket.
Yeah.
Like a just in case. Because
And just in case this isn't worth anything, it may go in the trash.
Yeah. Oh no, we've had those before too.
Yeah.
We've recorded episodes and somebody was helping.
Have you ever just not thought about doing this before? Or have you never been afforded the opportunity to do it?
I've thought about banking episodes, but
We've recorded extra episodes with a thought process that maybe it could happen, but somebody got excited and released them as bonus episodes. So.
Yeah, we used to do bonus episodes because I generally book guests 6 months in advance, and it's really not been an issue. So when you have that many guests lined up, it's like, what do you do with extra? You hang on to these episodes.
Mm-hmm.
So we're not going to talk about anything that is time related. Like, I don't even know what day of the month it is right now. Doesn't matter. Summertime, wintertime, who knows?
Well, I can take a wild guess when this episode's going to be out. It's going to be a Monday. Should be.
It's going to be a Monday. It's not a Monday right now.
No.
It's going to be a Monday. So anyways, it's going to be a fun one. We have Heath, Morgan, myself, Joe, and Jim. And we're going to play a little Would You Rather. Masonic edition.
Dun dun dun.
Brought to you by, I can't tell you, but it's a somewhat of an AI search engine.
Yeah.
I just can't tell you which one. Probably could.
Probably.
We don't give away endorsements here.
Yeah. Sponsor us and we'll tell you.
But an interesting part of this is we don't know the questions either. We're given this idea and we put it into an AI model. And so the questions will come out. You're going to hear the responses just as we think them.
Yeah, like we literally, here it is, my phone. I typed it in. I haven't looked at them yet. So I think Morgan was going to start us off with one.
Oh, it was? Okay.
I don't even know why we talk.
Did we want to do sponsors like we normally do?
Sponsors, yeah. Maybe they won't be sponsors by then.
All right.
Well, I mean, if there are, then...
But what if they are?
Shout out to all of our sponsors and Patreon supporters.
Look at this guy.
You can find them on the Facebook page.
You can find them on our website, too.
There we go.
I mean, you can always cut it out, can't you?
Cut it out.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
Cut it out.
Homered Handyman Services, the Corporal Dagan Page Foundation, the Insurance Center, and of course our Patreon supporters.
That's impressive.
I didn't even have to read it. I just knowed it.
Mm-hmm.
Speak, boy.
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 All right. Would you rather be
Mhm.
granted access to every lost Masonic document and ritual ever written, caveat, never be able to advance beyond your current degree, or progress all the way through every Masonic body and degree available to you, but never learn anything from it?
Two things. I'll give you my take on it. First thing, I'm already a very high-ranking Mason.
The highest there is.
Almost. I'm a 30. You could be a 33rd, although the highest is a third.
The third is
I
the
get it.
highest. So
Yes.
yeah.
But the world doesn't think of it that way.
I don't care.
They
about
think,
the
oh, you're a
world.
32nd degree Mason. You know all the secrets.
Well, joke's on you. I'm a 34th, and I can shoot fireballs out of my palms.
Joke's on you. I don't know anything. But that's your thing. Or you could learn nothing about it.
Yeah.
You're only going to learn if you put the work in anyways.
Well, yeah, but would you rather
But so
instantaneously be granted access to everything, or
not
instantaneously
learn anything from it.
Yeah.
But if you have access to everything, you're learning everything from it.
Right.
Not necessarily.
How do you get access to all these documents and then read the document? You can't read them? You just have them?
No. So you're granted all of the documents
Mm-hmm.
and everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
you stay at, like, for me, I'm a 3rd degree, right?
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't go through York Rite. I wouldn't go through Scottish Rite. I wouldn't go through anything.
Oh.
Or would you rather stay at 3rd degree, never advance through anything else,
Yeah.
and
Respectfully screw all the appended bodies.
If you start a
How
sentence,
how can you do that? Respectfully?
if you start a sentence with respectfully, it is not respectful.
Here's where I have the problem with the question and don't know how I would decide. It's not a matter of being worried about going beyond the degree, because in my opinion, the 3rd degree is the highest you can ever go.
Yeah.
And we've talked in the past that I really don't care about titles. So none of that really matters. Where I see the problem lying in is having access to all the documents and all that knowledge. Imagine the history you could find out. There's questions about where did Masonry start? How long ago has it been going? Is there a connection to the Templars? Okay, so that would all be amazing things to know. But if I've experienced and learned anything in my life, it's the more you know, you find out things that you wish you didn't know. Ignorance is bliss. It's you can live a happier life if you don't know anything at all. That's where the problem comes for me. So I don't know if I would rather know everything or know nothing. That's a real struggle for me.
But trust me, knowing nothing is working out pretty well for me. Although, if they're being true to obligations, there should be no such documents.
But there is. When we start looking at some of the rituals that were written down, we have people that broke those rules. They wrote that stuff down. They were chastised for it. They broke their obligation. But looking back, you can look at some of the Duncan's rituals and some of the other stuff. You can read all that. We know that the ritual work hasn't changed a whole lot because we can look at what they did to document that.
Yeah.
So
I don't know.
I guess when this game is played, we have to make a choice. I'm going to go with, I would rather have the knowledge to see the documents, to know all that. And because I don't care about the titles, I think the knowledge would in and of itself make myself a better man.
I'm smelling what you're stepping in. I'm with you.
It's a great question, and I would struggle either way because again, there's something that I don't know that I probably would be happier with knowing, knowing it. So I don't know what that would be, but
Are you going to decide, Morgan?
I'm the reader.
Oh, the reader doesn't?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm reading the rest of them then.
Cop out.
You can still have an opinion.
You just told him he had the cop out. You're the one that used the cop out.
Yeah. What an asshole.
I don't know. I'd have to go with the first option.
Yeah.
Being granted access to every single document.
Mhm.
Because
Yeah, degrees aren't important.
But
I also think-
okay, now you've made me think about that a little bit, because what if you didn't get to experience the 3rd degree?
Well, that's true. Now, if an entered apprentice or a
Now,
fellow
having,
craft,
having the knowledge handed to you, maybe that's the basis of the question. Having the knowledge handed to you,
Yeah.
yet not getting to experience the brotherhood and the cool things that happen in those degrees.
yeah, I mean, it would be conditional, really.
Well, I'm looking at this from more of a historical standpoint, because I mean, with that knowledge, you're looking at articles that are hundreds of years old.
Yeah, but see where the rub is. Are you being presented this question as an entered apprentice, as a
Oh, yeah.
as a non-mason, or as a master mason?
Any,
I give you three options, and you're nodding your head.
No, I understand where you're coming from.
So which one is it?
We'll go entered apprentice.
Oh, yeah. I think that makes it a more difficult decision because to me, the pinnacle of masonry is becoming a master mason.
But
Well-
remember, you won't retain any of that information.
I don't have it now.
but there's where again I see the rub being you could use EA, but let's even go before that. If everything you love about masonry, which we've talked about time in and time out, the listeners are probably getting tired of hearing about it, but the brotherhood, the camaraderie, the working together, all of that, you don't get to experience that. You get the knowledge by reading all the documents, everything else. You don't get to be a mason. You trade off all of the experiences for the knowledge.
Well, I mean, the degree work isn't where fellowship is made.
We often say many
But
men
if we didn't get to be masons and go through this, we wouldn't be sitting on this couch together.
No.
This is true.
We could be sitting at home and we'd have all this knowledge, but we wouldn't have gone down that road.
But if we have this knowledge, wouldn't we naturally seek brotherhood?
I don't know,
Yeah, that's
because I don't have the knowledge. Well, okay, so I'll turn that on its head a little bit. I'm thinking back to an episode of the Third Degree where they were talking about, does masonry make you a better man? And I remember hearing that question and going, well, no, because I picture masonry as an instruction manual. Picture having an instruction manual for a backhoe. If I have an instruction manual for
what kind of hoe?
Wow. Wow. If I have the instruction manual, that doesn't make me good at operating that machinery.
Mhm.
It doesn't even mean that I can do it. First off, I have to put in the work to read it. Second off, I have to do the practice for it. So you can have all the knowledge in the world. That doesn't mean you're going to practice it.
Right.
You may know that brotherhood is one of these important things, but that doesn't mean anything. It's like having an instruction manual.
All right.
Good question.
This is going to be a 4-hour show.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, we didn't talk about you. What are you going to do?
I said
you
mine.
did. Yeah, you
I
did.
was the first one to say it.
I just don't listen when you talk.
That's fair.
What's
Okay.
that?
Would you rather be remembered for your charity or for your leadership?
My charitable leadership.
Hands
No,
down, right now, I'm going charity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I had a brother pay me the best compliment that I've ever had in my life, and he didn't know he did it.
Did he say you look pretty?
So we and I'm not gonna call anybody out, but we went to annual communication, and before we were there, we went to a bar,
Mhm.
and just so happened that this brother and another brother were in the bar. Well, we talked for a little bit. They'd been drinking. We went upstairs, and we were upstairs far away from them. And I heard the one turn to the other, or Mary heard one turn to the other and say, "That Jim Gill's a good guy." That was the best compliment I've ever got. And it was, first off, it was behind my back. It wasn't intended for me to hear.
Well, yeah, but he was drunk.
Well, he was drunk. I'll give you that. I'll give you that. I'll give you
I'm
that.
kidding.
I'll give you that. So honestly, my answer is I don't care about either one of them. But at the end of the day, that's all I want is for people to say he was a good guy. Now, whether that was because of leadership or charity, it doesn't really matter to me.
Mhm.
So take it or leave it. But again, we have to pick one. So I would go with charity.
Yeah. I think by some rights, if you're charitable, you're kind of leading anyways.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe because you're giving of yourself, but so let's put it in again. We've got to define charity. So is that giving an amount of money, or is that just being kind to people? Where is that line? Because if we're talking about money, you could be a leader. You could be a leader and give all of your time, which is more valuable than money. You could let's say we've got a struggling lodge, and by my leadership, we turn the lodge around and we get 50 new members. Is that more valuable than if I gave $5,000?
Yeah. Well, see, that's the beauty of why we have different answers.
This game always bothers me because there's always so many.
Mm-hmm.
You got to narrow it down a little bit.
Yeah, I'd rather be known as the guy that will drop everything and help out if I'm capable, if it's within my cable toe, which lately hasn't been very often. But I honestly, I hate to see people fail.
What
so
about a cable? What?
toe, not hoe.
Okay.
Not camel.
Whoa! Wow!
I've got a pretty good one.
He just went all moose knuckle on us.
Uh-oh.
Would you rather?
He didn't answer this.
Oh, okay, my bad.
The
I would
freak, bro.
I said charity.
Yeah, he did.
What'd you say?
You all three
Charity.
said charity.
Okay. I don't listen when you talk either.
Thanks, Joe.
You're welcome.
Would you rather spend a day with Albert Pike or all of the founding fathers who were Freemasons?
Ooh.
That easy.
Only the founding fathers that were Freemasons, or
Yes.
founding fathers?
All of the founding fathers that were Freemasons.
I'm going founding fathers.
Yeah.
Why? You guys got to say why.
One, because there's more of them, and it's. I mean, as a very patriotic American, who the hell wouldn't want to meet the founding fathers?
So Albert Pike, let's break this down. Albert Pike had an immense understanding of all degrees of masonry. Right. Morals and dogma.
Mhm.
However, the founding fathers didn't know they were the founding fathers.
Right.
They were just dudes doing dude stuff. Like, screw the government. We don't need England.
Well, okay. Now, they did know, though, after the fact. So at what point are we talking? Are we talking after they've all lived their lives? Are we talking a previous version? Because in both cases, Albert Pike did not know that he was going to help found the Scottish Rite. And now I've heard stories that he wanted a huge memorial dedicated to himself. That, for me, as a history guy, I'd rather do the founding fathers because there's so many questions I'd like to know. And again, they did know they were founding something. They just didn't know if that experiment was going to last. If I were to talk to Pike, I'd smack him around and ask him why he made the Lucifer comment, because we're paying for that years and years and years later. But my answer would still be the founding fathers. I'd like to hear about what it was like. I mean, if we look at anybody that says anything anti-government right now, you can't say that. You can't do that. These guys took on the biggest navy in the world. You know,
Yeah.
I can't imagine what that would be like.
Real quick, because I don't know what you're talking about, that Lucifer comment.
Oh. It's one little blurb.
Yeah, and it's taken out of context.
Yeah.
I don't remember the exact wording. Something about Lucifer, Lord of Light, or something.
It's something about Luciferian or something.
But what he was using, he was actually using the term Lucifer having to do with light, and so that's where we're devil worshippers.
Okay.
Anybody that ever says we're devil worshippers takes that one line out of context. And again, I don't read morals and dogma. That's way too deep for where I'm at right now. But that's the line. If you Google it, you'll find out that anybody that points to us being devil worshippers is because of that one comment that he made in the 1870s or something ridiculous.
Yeah. I have 2 copies if you ever want to read it.
I'll put that on the list of things I need to do.
I'll put that on the list of things I'm probably never going to do. Okay. So I am looking at a couple of these now, and some of them are stupid. Like, would you rather mentor a future Grandmaster or inspire 100 new Masons? I'm thinking that should be a no-brainer, right?
Yeah, 100 new Masons.
No, again, I always look at both sides of it. So the Grand Master, I understand, but are those 100 Masons going to be good Masons?
I don't know.
Well, I mean, theoretically they should be because they were brought into the craft.
There's a lot of variables to any of these questions, right?
Right.
Because if you're brought into the craft, you're supposed to be a good man.
The question that at the basis is, would you rather have quality or quantity?
Well, does being a grandmaster mean your quality?
I would hope so. If you get to that level, you should
Yeah.
be something.
You would hope so, but it
Yeah.
doesn't mean you are.
We don't even know what year it is right now. And I'm going to tell you, there have been sitting grandmasters in any jurisdiction that have not been everybody's favorite.
Let's frame it up this way: one incredibly great grandmaster, or 100 mediocre Masons.
I'm still on the fence.
That's the idea behind
so-
it.
Because in today's day and age, a mediocre Mason is an above average citizen.
Yeah, I would still say the Masons because we're in the business of making good men better. We're going to shape them to, well, it sounds wrong, but we'll shape them to be better men.
See, I don't like that phrase, and the reason is, I don't think that I don't think Masonry makes men better. I think it makes you want to be better, but Masonry itself doesn't make you better. You were made a Mason because you're already a good man.
Right.
Right? Masonry doesn't do anything to make us better. It gives you tools to make yourself better. Everything is a constant decision. If I'm a better man now than I was 10 years ago when I became a Master Mason, it's because of me. It's not because of Masonry.
Right, but Masonry helped you along that path.
Oh, yeah. And so did your mom, and so did you. And
Right.
So based on the contingencies I put in there, you may be growing the number of Masons by 100, and maybe they're good. Maybe down the road something happens.
sometimes it may be good, sometimes it may be shit.
But if you had the one great grandmaster, maybe he makes the craft better.
This
Maybe
is
he
true.
does. Yeah, and then again, there's variables you just don't know. I would take a mediocre grandmaster over 100 shitty Masons, though, because Masons are held to a higher standard, and if you're not a good Mason, then you shouldn't be a Mason. Period.
Which is going to affect the craft more, though?
The 100 bad Masons,
Yeah.
or one great grandmaster could have an equally opposite good effect on the craft.
I didn't know I was going to have to think when I came to them.
Well, we usually don't think on this show.
I know.
Yeah.
I guess we all have to make an answer, so I'll probably go with 100, and that being the idea that they may be 100 mediocre Masons, but they may bring, if each of them brought in a good Mason, then we've got 100 good Masons.
And see, I think you have swayed me. I'm going to go with the one great grandmaster because he can inspire all of us to work on ourselves more,
I could see
which
both of them.
in turn brings in more Masons.
I could see both.
Okay. Let me try to pick a decent one. Would you rather serve as a worshipful master once or a secretary for 10 years?
So
that's an easy one.
So be everybody else or Dave.
so that's just normal term limits.
Right? That almost sounds like the secretary's job's easy, and it's not.
No, it is definitely not.
Yeah.
Maybe if you threw in another one like the junior steward, would you rather be the worshipful master for 1 year, Well, even that one, I don't know. That question's kind of a rough one.
That is. I think it depends on your personality. If you want to take the easy way out, be a master for a year. If you want to put in the work and really help shape your lodge, be a secretary for 10 years.
Yeah.
This one's a pretty good one for our lodge. Would you rather save the lodge building from destruction while losing everything inside of it, or lose everything inside of it? Wait, no, it's the same thing.
Or
Lose the
Yeah,
building and
you-
keep everything
yeah,
inside of
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Lose
keep
the
everything
building.
inside of it.
Yeah. Everything inside of it is way more valuable.
Mm,
Yeah, I don't think that one's a tough one because the building doesn't mean anything. But part of that is because I belong into two lodges that are no longer in their original building. So, and we've lost a lot of the original stuff. So
Yeah.
I'd rather have this. I'd rather have the cool stuff.
Our lodge is a church now.
Okay.
Our lodge, Nebraska one was a church, and now it's a.
Would you rather? There's some good ones here. Would you rather sit? No. Would, would you rather discover a lost Masonic manuscript or a lost Masonic artifact?
We do both all the time.
Yes to everything, please.
I'll take 2 of both.
I'll have what he's having.
I got to go with the manuscript because the knowledge is more important than the artifact.
Yeah.
Yep.
More
I mean,
valuable.
at the end of the day, we all have different. Each lodge has different gavels and columns and pedestals and altars. Doesn't really matter. The artifact would be really cool to look at, but the manuscript's going to give knowledge.
Yeah.
Okay, here's some fun ones. Would you rather have a lodge meeting on a pirate ship or in a medieval castle?
Castle.
Castle.
You got to say why though, guys.
Because castles are
Because castle.
because castles are cool.
Because you can
And-
play with you can play with swords on a pirate ship too.
I'm gonna say, well, yeah, I was gonna say castle's probably equipped with a Tyler sword, but so is pirate ship.
Arr.
Oh, now that would be a pretty cool sword.
Yeah.
Problem with the pirate ship is it's moving and swaying the whole
Yeah.
time. So
That's
You know why they stop at B? Because they
what?
get lost at sea.
wow.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to do a pirate ship because I get motion sick. So yeah, I'm out on that.
Yeah, I got to go with the castle. 'cause
Yeah, I'm
I
going with the
would-
castle, too.
The seasickness in lodge doesn't sound cool to me.
No.
Oh, this one hits home. Would you rather host a Masonic podcast with a famous Mason from history or interview a future Mason 100 years from now?
Wow,
You
I
mean-
love that question.
Yeah.
You mean we got to do this for another 100 years?
Well,
We don't know when this is coming out, so it may have been we may have Masons 100 years from now listening to
we
it.
might be heads in a jar by now.
Yeah.
Like, didn't that happen on Futurama or something like that? I don't know.
Yeah, Richard Nixon.
That's a pretty big jar for you though. That would make you a jar.
Jarhead in a jar.
Oh.
Jesus. Pardon my French, but fuck all of you.
Jarhead.
Wow,
Okay.
I love that question, but I got to give it a second to think about it.
Yeah.
What was the first part of it?
Host a Masonic podcast
Mhm.
with a famous Mason from history.
Podcast with George Washington, or would you rather talk to a Mason that knows what Masonry's in 100 years?
So 250 years in the past or 100 years in the future?
Right.
Even 100 years ago. From 1926. If we're in 2026 right now, we don't know.
Mm.
So in that time frame, who would that be? FDR? Say?
Sure. Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, Truman was
Yeah.
a Mason at that
Yeah.
time, but it wouldn't. If you're going to get specific on years, he wouldn't be President Truman. He'd be a young guy coming back from World War One.
So yeah, a famous Mason from history or a Mason from 100 years in the future.
Well, I guess if I got to make a choice, I'm going to go with the famous Mason in the past, because the comment I made earlier about there's some things you don't want to know, you'd be worse off for it. I would hate to talk to some guy 100 years from now and find out that I did something wrong and therefore Masonry is dying. He's one of 10 Masons in the world. That that's taking the negative stance on it, but I wouldn't want to know that. Now if I come to find out I had those 100 mediocre Masons from earlier and we saved Masonry, that would be a different story, but I don't know.
I think it would be interesting. I mean, if you're talking to a Mason in 100 years, then Masonry's still around in 100 years.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be interesting to hear what that looks like.
Yeah.
Well, in either case, though, the conversation's going to be, how is it different from the way that I practiced it?
Right, right.
Yeah, I could agree.
Now, the flip side of that, I'm going to stick with that answer, but the flip side is, if you talk to somebody 100 years from now, that's something I don't know. I can look in a book and try to figure out what Masonry was like 100 years ago, but I can't ever get that knowledge any other way.
Yeah.
All right. Would you rather visit every lodge in your state or one lodge in every country where Freemasonry exists?
Oh, country.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
I enjoy it.
I don't even think that needs explaining.
Okay. Would you rather save a struggling lodge or start a new thriving lodge?
Save it. I would
Save.
rather save.
I would say
That one hits home.
I mean, there are a lot of lodges out there that need saving.
Yeah.
Yes.
There are also a lot out there that didn't get saved.
Mm-hmm.
Would you rather be remembered 100 years from now as a great Mason, or have your lodge thrive for 100 years because of your efforts, even if nobody remembers your name?
Lodge thrive.
Lodge.
Hmm.
I don't
Yeah.
want to be remembered.
I don't do it. I mean, I don't think very many of us do what we do for the attaboys. Right? I don't even do it for the attagirls. I just do it.
That leads to legacy, though, because everybody wants to be remembered. Period. So,
Yeah, but why? I won't care. I won't be here.
I don't know that most people they want to be remembered. Even when I'm gone, I want people to, like I said earlier, he was a good guy. To be disappeared, to just disappear, the idea of myself, I don't know. But at the end of the day, I'd rather the lodge. I think I'd rather the lodge. I think I'd rather the lodge survive.
So I typed into this AI, said, give me some would you rather questions for Freemasonry. And it started out with Masonic philosophy, lodge life, history and tradition, fun and hypothetical. There's actually a section that says Studio 357 special.
Oh,
So
And this is on.
this is on
It's-
that AI program.
It's based on stuff that you've put in there before.
So we probably better hit most of these. Would you rather interview Albert Pike or Benjamin Franklin?
Benjamin Franklin easily.
yeah. We have him in our studio,
He is on a flag over there.
and we have a bust of him.
Busted.
You have a what now?
A bust.
A bust.
Yeah, it's
like
a
a head.
Sure, yeah.
like from the chest up.
Okay.
It's called a bust.
I've never heard that before.
Yeah, I think insight into his philosophy and
Yeah.
some of the adventures he had in his life, I think would be fun.
Homeboy was tripping too. He got all the ladies. He was a ladies' man.
He was a player.
How do you look at that guy on that flag over there and say, "Man, I bet he gets all the tail. He gets more ass than an outhouse seat."
I could see it
Yeah,
with that 8 head.
yeah. It's not a 4-head, 5-head. That's an 8-head. Okay. Would you rather spend an evening discussing Masonic symbolism or Masonic history?
History.
Yeah, I would go history. I feel like there's more rabbit holes to go down with history. I mean, there's plenty of rabbit holes to go down with symbolism, but I feel like there's more, for me, more interesting and different things with history.
I'm gonna go symbolism because in the great words of Austin Powers, but what does it all mean?
I again, I'm going to put a little rider on the end of this. Assuming that the discussion is with someone that knows what the hell they're talking about,
That's fair.
that their history is correct or their esoteric stuff is correct, I think I'd have more fun with the symbology. Not because I don't enjoy the history, but there's something fun about looking at a symbol and somebody going, "Well, yeah, this is what it means and why," and you go, "Oh, wow."
Yeah.
Now that to me that would be more fun. I love history. I've got a minor in history from college, but I have more fun with that aha moment turning on the light bulb.
All right. Would you rather have a large library with 10,000 books or a podcast audience of 100,000 listeners?
This is a little
Well,
self-serving.
I mean, I wouldn't mind a podcast with a lot of listeners.
100,000 listeners, man. You know how much light we could spread.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take the easy way out, the podcast, because if you can have 10,000 books, but that just means I have to have time to read them.
Well, and I can't read.
I am illiterate.
Full disclosure, I can read. I don't like to.
It just likes to eat the crayons.
Stay within the lines, Joe.
Never. I shall never color within thy lines.
That purple one tastes like grape.
I bet you grip that crayon with a fist, don't you?
Only when I'm stabbing you in the neck with it. Jim's lost it. All right. Would you rather know the answer to Masonry's greatest historical mystery or its future 100 years from now?
Yes.
I think, well, what's the greatest historical mystery?
We already know it. It's the Brotherhood.
Is the Masonic mystery that we did evolve from the Knights Templar, and somewhere there is the Ark of the Covenant and what's the
The tabernacle?
what?
The tabernacle?
Isn't that like a choir?
It's
What's the cup?
It's
What's the
multiple
cup?
things.
Holy Grail.
The Holy Grail, yeah. So, yeah, that thing. The cup.
Yeah.
So, Jesus wasn't a rich man, right?
No.
Okay. Where in the hell did he get a gold cup?
Are we getting into Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade now?
Yeah, with side quest.
Okay. Because in that movie, it wasn't gold; it was wood. Because it was the cup of the
It
carpenter.
should be wood, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
In which case, it's not around.
the presumption was that it was actually Jesus' cup because he wasn't the one that would have been using it. It would have been somebody else that would have used it to collect.
But oh, that's true. I think, okay, never mind, carry on. So, history? The mystery? We're solving
Oh.
the mystery?
Yeah, history. Yeah.
Nice way to follow along, Morgan. Give the guy a keyboard and all he does is search on his phone.
Well, that's because this has a better search engine and it's handheld.
Would you rather be remembered as a great ritualist, a great leader, or a great brother?
Great brother.
I think I answered that already. Great brother.
Great brother.
What was the first one?
Great ritualist.
Great brother.
It says for podcast gold, ask the question first, then require each guest to explain why.
Haven't we been doing that?
Yeah.
I guess we're gold.
We are gold, man. Look at the end. It has a microphone, a hammer, and a square. We're carpenters now.
We're Masons.
Sure, it's not a gavel in a square.
It could be. Looks like a hammer, though. Looks like a claw hammer.
Demonstrate that love never ends through the commitment to support past and present service members, the communities that surround them, and the loved ones of those whom we will never forget. Visit deganpage.org for more information.
At Homeward Handyman Services, we pride ourselves on being honest and giving every job the attention it deserves. Owned and operated by a master mason with 2 decades of expertise in home repair. We are bonded and insured, and we carry the highest standards when it comes to taking care of your home. Whether you need a faucet changed or a light remodel, we can take care of your home improvement needs. Call Michael at 402-915-0824 today for a free estimate.
When it comes to something as important as insurance, it's imperative that you work with an agency who has an in-depth knowledge of multiple insurance products, companies, and guidelines, not just one. We are completely independent agents, and we work for your best interests. We are Mason-friendly. We have locations in Fremont and Elkhorn. We provide policies for virtually all of your personal and commercial needs, including health and dental. Visit our website at www.theinsurancecenterinc.com. We're available Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Would you rather possess perfect Masonic knowledge or perfect Masonic wisdom?
Hmm.
I don't have the knowledge to know the difference.
Maybe you don't have the wisdom to know the
No,
difference.
knowledge would be information. Wisdom would be how you use them.
Yeah,
Wisdom.
I would say wisdom because I know a lot of things, but they're all just kind of jumbled bullshit up here in my head.
It's like you can know a lot of things but not know how to do them well. But if you know a few things and know how to do them really well, that's better in my eyes.
Go with wisdom.
Wisdom.
Well, if we're set up according to all these lessons have to do with King Solomon, we should all want to emulate the wisdom. So
Let's see what else I have here. Would you rather have a lodge with 500 members and low participation or 50 members with a high participation?
50.
Yeah, 50 or 5.
50.
Yeah, give me 50 quality men.
Mm-hmm.
That one's easy because
That sounded weird.
Yeah, that one to me is pretty easy because you wouldn't know the difference if you had 500 and you just had a few people showing up. You might as well have 50 quality.
So here's a tie-in with that. Would you rather have perfect ritual every meeting or a record attendance every meeting?
Oh,
I'm going with record attendance because our opening and closing ritual is never perfect.
Yeah, I'd have to say the same. I mean, we should strive to be at least close to perfect for opening and closing.
Yeah, I mean, you should always work on it, right?
Did it specify a meeting or are we talking about a degree?
Either way.
Yeah.
Well, at a degree, if we had 500 people there, but from the candidate's perspective, would you rather have a candidate that saw something that was really powerful and meaningful, or that he had 100 people on the sideline? If you're the candidate, let's put it that way. You're the candidate. Would you rather see sidelines full, or would you rather see a perfect degree?
So to me, it would mean more that 100 people spent time out of their night to get me through a degree, rather than because I'm not going to know the difference if I'm the candidate, whether it was right or wrong.
This is meeting because other question it does talk about degree. So this is just meeting, a business meeting.
So a meeting, I'd rather have the attendance for a meeting. The degree kind of blurs the lines a little bit.
Now, degree work, I would rather have I would almost rather have nobody on the sidelines. If you
As
haven't,
as a candidate, I wouldn't know the difference, but looking from the sideline and seeing sparse sidelines, there is a difference. Because there's definitely an idea of looking around the room and going, "Oh, this many people showed up for me."
yeah,
And to Heath's point, I didn't know that they screwed it all up. Although I've seen degrees that everybody knew it was screwed up.
yeah, yeah. I think if you put on an impactful degree, it doesn't matter how many people you have there. Let's see. Would you rather wear a tuxedo to every lodge event or an apron to every public event?
I wouldn't mind wearing an apron.
So we're talking about a tuxedo to lodge, anything the lodge does, or an apron to a public event, like say wedding, concert, something like that.
Spread the light.
He's like, look at my apron, bitches.
That's interesting because you say spread the light, but at that point, if you got an apron on, that you're almost doing I'm a Mason to a distracted level.
That is true.
You know, we have a tendency, for those of us that wear rings, I don't, but you know, your T-shirt, your ring, your car emblem, we're not really secretive about it, but we don't show it off and we don't shine it off.
Right.
You put on that apron, everybody in the world, as you're walking down the street, oh, he's a Mason. He's one of those devil worshippers.
That is true.
So
I don't want to wear tuxedos to the lodge. I'll wear the apron.
yeah, I don't want to wear a tuxedo.
Once in a while is fine, but every meeting, no.
I mean, I wear a tux to all the degrees, but
That's because that's your
Yeah,
normal
but-
suit.
yeah,
But we're talking normal meetings. We're talking everything.
yeah. I mean, I wouldn't mind it, but
I would. I'm not a fan.
The rest of these are kind of dumb.
Did he have another one, or have we had the audience suffer enough through our
Oh
rambling?
no, we can't be done yet. All right. Should we do some self-interview stuff?
sure.
Or do we want to save that for another episode?
Oh no.
Some self interviews.
Yeah. So, Morgan,
Yep.
Uh-oh.
what first inspired you to become a Mason?
You.
No, really.
Yeah. You.
You got to expand. It's not a one word.
I saw the way that you would treat others. I saw the way that you lived your life. And this is coming from a very young me. And I was like, I want to be like that.
I've known you for a minute.
I want to be like that. So
Got to be more to it than that. We can't let him walk away with a big head.
No, this boy's gonna make me cry. I'd ask you, but you're just gonna say because I did.
That's what brought me to the fraternity is because you were. But I mean, I wanted to get into it for the history. So
What about you, Jim?
Well, I didn't have any role model that I was going after. I didn't even have a clue what this was all about. I just wanted to get involved in the community. We're empty nesters. I'm sitting around watching TV all night, maybe getting on the computer and not giving anything back to anybody and not improving myself at all. So I just wanted to get together with some other guys, and Sean Reed had actually invited me to join. I had no idea what it was. And if I compare what I was getting into to what it actually is, I had no idea at all.
Mhm.
I would have joined this years ago if I'd have really known what it was.
Yeah.
But it wasn't necessarily an inspiring thing as much as it was I just wanted to do something. And man, I wish I'd have done it 30 years ago.
Yeah. So I much like you. I mean, I've told the story 100 times. My dad was a Mason. My granddad was a Mason. Um, but it was Dave as Heath's scoutmaster. Asked me to go to a friendship dinner at the shrine. Come and learn about what Shriners do and a little bit about the Blue Lodge and stuff. He's like, yeah, we all made it this building downtown. I was like, oh, that's a long way down there. Little did I know there was one like 5 minutes from my house that I could have joined, but I didn't. But and then come to find out that Masonry and Boy Scouts have an incredible tie.
Mm-hmm.
And there were several past masters that were part of our troop.
Yeah.
On the adult side, so that was kind of fun. Let's go. Let's go, Jim. What was the biggest surprise you discovered after joining the fraternity?
The conspiracy theories, because again, I had no idea anything about Masonry. We had the investigative committee, and I pointed out to Mary that they may want to talk to me. Okay, so she says she said I got on the internet and looked it up. And I think it's a cult. Oh well, I don't think it is. The research I've done, but I didn't know of any of the conspiracies of the devil worshippers or any of the stuff that you throw ruling the world. I was oblivious to any of that. And so I am constantly thanking Sean Reed for introducing me into the tinfoil hat club, because I just it shocks me to every day some of the stuff that people believe we do.
We were talking about that a little bit before we started. The amount of just completely absurd bullshit.
Yeah.
We had talked, I think, season 1 about how we have these secret rituals, but you don't know until you're a 33rd degree Mason, and where you have to kidnap children, and then you have to scare them, and at the height of their fear, you drain their blood for their adrenochrome, and we drink that, and that's what makes us great men. It's like, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
And none of it. The conspiracy theories are to the point that it doesn't make sense to me. It's the you guys don't you're not high enough. You're not at a high enough level to know what's going on. But you at home sitting in mommy's basement on the computer figured it all out on the internet.
Yeah.
Now I'm close to it and can't figure it out, but you got it not being a part of it.
Yeah. I've had guys legit argue with me about that. Oh, I can tell you more about Masonry than you know.
Yeah.
Go for it, dude. But the thing is, people are so close-minded that when they say something that's totally absurd.
Or we're devil worshippers. And the secret hasn't really got out. We haven't really told anybody about it. You can't keep anything a secret anymore. Why would you try? Or if we were devil worshippers and it was such a fun time, why are our numbers going down? If we rule the world, wouldn't everybody want to be a member of this? But our numbers are dwindling.
Yeah. Well, it's because they're all joining the Illuminati. They're inundating my Facebook.
What's kind of funny about you bringing up the conspiracy theories and everything. So my mother didn't like the fact that I was a Freemason, and
Maybe because you didn't tell her for 2 years.
It was like 4.
she didn't even like Freemasonry before that, right? Like when she met you for the first time, and she found out that you were a Freemason, she wanted nothing to do with you. She wanted me to have nothing to do with you, right? See how well that went. When I got my Masonic Bible, I let her read through it and everything. And for whatever reason, seeing that and reading through all of that completely flipped the switch.
Really?
Yes. And then she was like, well, why don't you take your stepdad to a lodge meeting? Why don't you take him to a lodge event?
Hmm.
So,
We have dinner the first Thursday of every month at 6.
mhm.
He's more than welcome. Obviously, he can't come into the meeting, but
Yeah.
so that brings me to something. I'm going to put this stupid thing away. We talk masonry all the time, Ames. I don't need AI to tell me.
Wait a minute. I had to answer the question. Everybody answered the question.
Okay. What's your biggest surprise? That we're not scaring children for their adrenochrome? Which is that even a made up word? Adrenochrome?
Probably.
It might be a real word. Who knows?
Well, Morgan, thanks.
Yeah.
For me, I didn't know anything. All I knew about Freemasonry is that you were one. So nothing really surprised me. Like it was just kind of all just learning stuff. Like it.
My biggest surprise, maybe not one of the biggest surprises. I didn't know my granddad was a Mason until I became one.
Yeah, I guess that could.
But I mean, I think this is in our show description when we first started. Like the overwhelming sense of brotherhood.
Yeah.
Like you go to annual communications, or you go to another lodge meeting, or you meet somebody on Facebook that's a brother. And I talked with a very high profile podcaster the other night on the phone, and it was amazing. Like, I mean, I talked with Sam from the Third Degree Masonic podcast. We can call these guys on the phone, and it's like we're down the street from each other, and we just talked last week.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, that part blows me away.
Yeah.
So nothing really surprises me.
Nothing surprised. You don't get worked up on nothing, do you?
No. I didn't really, I walked in with like not really any surprising expectations. So
Clear eyes, full heart. Clear eyes, full heart. Can't lose.
Yeah. And to
That's
get
from a
back
TV
to,
show.
I have no clue what TV show that's from. I think that might just be your age showing.
Now, I will say, had I known about the conspiracy theories or the secrets of the Masons, the biggest surprise would have been how mundane our day-to-day operations are, and how the secrets aren't really as great as you guys wish they were. You know,
It's so
there's a few words and a few grips, and beyond that, and none of them are.
yeah, right. Like modes of identification.
Yep.
For the most part, that's the only thing that is here, and it is out there. It is on the interwebs.
It's not hard to find.
We're not gonna. I mean, we can't tell you
If there's greater mysteries and secrets, those I don't have.
Yeah. Well, it's because we're not the right level yet.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, we're not the 78th degree.
I had a Grand Master the first year I came in 2024. The sitting Grand Master, we were talking about conspiracy theories, and he had somebody say, "You're just not high enough." He said, "I'm the Grand Master of Nebraska. There's nobody higher than me."
To get back to your question from earlier,
Oh,
what is adrenochrome? It is oxidized adrenaline.
oh,
Yeah.
There you have it.
Thank you for thank you AI.
Well, if you're gonna AI, see if that actually does give you greatness by drinking the blood.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
I've got to look into this a little bit.
Maybe we're just not educated enough.
Maybe we make it to the 102nd degree.
Yeah.
The 357th degree.
Maybe you don't get to degree 100 until you learn how to extract adrenochrome. By the way, don't we like sacrifice virgins or something too?
I guess, or goats or sheep or something.
Like, I don't know. I've lived around Omaha my whole life. And outside of the zoo, there's not many goats around.
No, not really.
Oh, there's goat farming.
Maybe
out
that's
here.
because we sacrificed them all.
Okay, Hank.
Oh.
Boo.
Well, that's the thing is people come at you with conspiracy theories. You're like, oh man, that's total bullshit. They're like, that's exactly what you would say.
Yeah. You
Oh,
can't.
come on,
you,
man.
You can't argue with them. Your secrecy doesn't allow it. Okay.
Yeah, I know you can't tell me if I'm right or wrong. No, I can. You're just all wrong.
You're wrong. I can, and I just did.
No, the reason why you're put up in that outfit that you're put up in, you gotta brainwash you so that you can't spill the secrets.
Oh, so it's
Yeah.
like the Marine Corps.
Yeah. Yeah, they gotta brainwash you so that you can't spill the secrets, man.
Mm.
Somebody better call that. Why has nobody called the police on this rash of missing goats and virgins and children?
Yes.
Funny thing, you just made me think about not giving the secrets. So I was in a fraternity in college, and during initiation, they read a bunch of words, and it was all secret, but it was in a foreign language. So I couldn't give the secrets if I wanted to. And it's been 30 years ago. Those secrets are safe. They're going to go to my grave because I don't remember any of it.
Okay. We're going to round out this show with some numbers since we are all Mason.
Remember,
Shrine
everyone,
Masons.
that Joe cannot read.
I said I can. I just don't like to. So we're all Shrine Masons, all of us in here. Jim is a newly minted Shriner.
Mm-hmm. Or at least I was when we recorded this.
Yeah, because we don't really know what
Right.
year we're in.
Right.
So here are just some stats. Came out in Little Shriner magazine. So that's kind of fun. Let everybody know since we're so evil. That 1.096 billion with a B dollars of the 2025 budget for Shriners Hospitals for Children's was fueled by philanthropy. 52% was philanthropy, 31% was from investments, and 17% was from patient net revenue. So while we never charge the families of patients, sometimes they do pay.
Mm-hmm.
So the number of donors that supported Shriners Children's in 2025, 1,423,250 people donated money.
Wow.
That's not different donations. That's people.
Mm-hmm.
It's different people.
So 416,652 is the number of first-time donors to Shriners Children's. 268,792 are the number of sustaining donors that give monthly, year after year, month after month. 7,821 is the Hope and Healing Society donors that made leadership level contributions. So I'm assuming that's pretty high. And then 1,548 Dream Makers Legacy Society donors have included Shriners Children's in their estate plans. So when they die, money or assets are going directly to Shriners Hospitals for Children.
I wonder what level of conspiracy theorists who are so anti-Masonic understand that Shriners are Masons.
I don't know.
Without exception. I don't think people understand that they go hand in hand.
Mm-hmm.
I have a feeling that a lot of people think those Shriners are good, but those Masons are bad.
Yeah,
Well,
exactly.
hold on.
I've heard that.
Yeah, I believe it. I believe it.
Yeah, you can. Those, in those parades, those Shriners are great, but man, you got to be careful with those Masons.
Mm-hmm.
It was one of our first shows. Did I ever tell you I got heckled at a parade?
I believe it.
I
What?
did.
Oh, it related to being okay.
I'm in a fez riding a powered recliner. And this guy's on the parade route, like, yeah, you Shriners, you're real great.
Thank you.
Rock on, bro. Let's see what else we got at Spanx. And you guys carry on amongst yourselves.
Oh,
Just-
this is getting really exciting. We're gonna watch Joe read a magazine.
well, I'm reading it backwards, so
You got big plans
okay,
coming up?
okay, here we
Oh,
go. This is in 2025. Shriners Hospitals for Children treated 154,282 patients from 150
You said, I thought you said traded.
treated coming from 154 countries on 6 continents.
Wow.
that's all 6 livable continents.
That is a lot of children that
Yes.
received care that they may not have received otherwise.
You can live in Antarctica, Morgan.
For the record, all of these things that Joe is reading has pictures.
That is fair. Let's see. I'm not coming up with anything else that 488 craniofacial procedures,
What was that?
like cleft palate.
Oh, okay.
They're the #1 birth difference treated at Shriners Children's.
Hmm.
It affects 1 in 700 babies globally. Babies. No, I have not yet in my career had a chance to visit a Shrine hospital. That's probably on my bucket list.
Sounds like a good episode.
Yeah, it
I'll
would
look
be.
this up. Where's
I
the
think
nearest Shrine
the-
hospital?
I think the closest one to us is Minneapolis.
Is it?
It's only a 5.5 hour drive.
I say we do
I thought that was like a 9-hour drive.
4.5 if we take the vet.
it.
I'm seeing where you're going now.
I took Morgan for a ride a couple weekends ago, and he's like, "This is the fastest car I've ever been in."
Yeah, we were. I'm not gonna say.
Anyway,
So I will say, because we don't even know when this happened, it may not even have happened yet. But I let out of the throttle. I rolled out of the throttle at 140 because I thought I saw a cop, and it still climbed to 145. We had that much momentum.
In Mexico.
In
allegedly.
Mexico.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
allegedly,
I was probably dreaming.
way back when, maybe if it happened, it would have been.
Right. It was long ago enough that the statute of limitations is up.
In a galaxy far, far away. and then last weekend I had to refresh my black marks on our county road here.
Allegedly.
So, what else are we going to talk about that doesn't incriminate any of us here?
Ooh, did we do anything legal?
You said, did we do anything illegal?
No, do we do anything legal? Not
Yeah.
illegal.
I know. That's what I said.
Anything at all?
You worked. You paid taxes.
Oh, those taxes.
We do taxes?
Benjamin.
Just kidding.
Franklin.
Yes, we do taxes.
So I think this flag has appeared on our show one time.
It did.
We I don't know what episode I tell you to go back and look at it, but we have a flag of Benjamin Franklin with an accurate quote. I'm pretty sure he said this.
100%.
It says tax this, different word for wiener.
Mhm.
Was that PC?
Is that what that means?
Can you get in trouble for saying dick?
So I've seen this all the time. I've seen that flag and didn't know what it meant. Huh.
Yeah. You didn't know what it meant. Was that because maybe it's because he's a ladies' man,
Maybe.
and he's like, "Hey, King, tax this."
I thought he was calling him Richard.
Calling what?
Maybe he thought the king's name was Richard.
Oh, yeah.
Texas, Richard.
Oh, nobody's still listening now.
I'm sure.
Somebody might be listening.
Someone.
You know, it does kind of harken back to the fact that we are just regular dudes. And sometimes we sit around in the garage on a Saturday night, have a couple of drinks, and just bullshit, talk masonry, and whatever else pops up.
Mm-hmm.
Like Benjamin Franklin's flag and his famous quote.
All right.
What's your favorite part about the podcast?
My
Like,
favorite.
like your existing favorite part about the podcast?
Does the ending count?
That's fair.
It's a good question.
He doesn't have
Move
a
on to
favorite he
another
hates
person.
at all.
Mine, actually, my absolute favorite part is getting feedback. It's happening more and more. I mean, there's that coupled with the podcasting community. I mean, some of the friends we've made just by having guests in here, truly in masonry. If you don't have friends in masonry, you just don't know them yet.
Mm-hmm.
I would have to say, yeah, probably the networking, getting to meet new people.
Mm-hmm. And it's outside of being self-serving. Like, if you need something done or you need information on something, there is somebody in masonry that knows it,
Mm-hmm.
or can get you to somebody that knows it, and is also willing to help you get to somebody that knows it. Like, if I need to know somebody that can possibly break software for a transportation company, I could go to Jim. And if Jim needs to know how to host a podcast really horribly, he can get a hold of me. That's fair.
I was waiting for something that I was supposed to disagree with.
Oh, no. It's been a good time.
Oh.
I think we should call it. Holy cow, we went an hour and 10 minutes.
We could give out shout outs, but we don't know if these people are still alive.
Right.
don't
We
know
may
this
not
in
even
there.
be alive.
We may not be alive.
We might be dead now.
Oh, I think we've died for the last hour.
Thank you for the last sticking with us for the last hour of this hour and 10-minute show of total bullshit. It's kind of fun to get on here and just horse around a little bit.
Yep.
Why so serious? Wasn't it like a Spider-Man thing or something?
That was
Yeah,
Joker off
yeah.
of Batman. Wow.
Pretty sure Mighty Mouse said that or something.
Speaking of dying.
Yeah.
I think that was Mickey Mouse.
Mickey Mouse?
Yeah. Why so serious?
No, don't touch the mouse. That's
Oh,
we don't want anybody.
yeah, we
coming
might
off
have to
of-
cut that
yeah,
out.
We're not.
Who was the Geppetto and the Pinocchio?
Pinocchio?
I'm a real boy.
You say Geppetto? Is that what you said? Or
Geppetto is the
Geppetto.
name of the.
Oh.
Yeah.
That was the puppeteer guy
Oh.
for Pinocchio.
We derailed and we've
Never
rolled down the hill now.
I feel like we're stuck inside of a round bale and we're just rolling down the hill. Yep.
Accurate.
Accurate. We are all about accuracy here. Riveting journalism, as Jim once said.
Riveting.
Riveting.
truly.
Journalism at its finest. All right, guys, how are we changing the world tomorrow? We're going to be better Masons, right?
I don't even know if tomorrow is coming because this could be post.
If tomorrow never comes.
Tomorrow I'm going to catch a state record walleye. It's not going to happen.
All right. Well, while Morgan goes fishing, we're going to refresh a drink and maybe go have a cigar. If we're still alive.
Yeah.
That is.
Yes.
All right. Have fun. Do good. Spread the light. Travel well. And send us feedback. Good or bad. Mostly good, though.
By whatever modes of communication.
Modes of
we have.
communication. Website, Facebooks, Instagrams.
If any of that's still around.
Yeah. I hear Facebook's in trouble. They're going downhill fast.
Maybe,
And TikTok's been in trouble forever.
Just made it more popular, though.
Yeah.
Maybe at this point in time you could just telekinetically tell us what you think.
Yeah. I don't know if you can screenshot this off your screen or not, but put a top hat on Heath and tell us it doesn't look like Abe Lincoln. Maybe I'll put that picture on our socials. All right. Anyways, love you guys. Thanks for watching, listening. However you're getting it done. If you think about starting a podcast, don't ask us for advice because we don't really even know what's happening.
You're more than welcome to use this as an example of what not to do.
Yeah. But no, honestly, we do have a fair amount of equipment that we've learned everything the hard way because we sought no advice on anything. So if we can save you some trouble, let us know. But I think we're out. Yeah.
Till next time.
All right. Till next time. Travel well, brothers.
Travel on.